Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. You may have seen him on the Best of Thizzler Cypher. You may have seen him on the Doomsday Cypher. You may have seen him on big stages because he's performed with a lot of them. He shares stages with T-Pain, Metro Boomin, Common, E42, Short, Saweetie, Black Thought, Talib Kweli, Jeremiah Kamaya, and David Diggs. But the stage is his today. The stage is his today as we celebrate the release of his new EP. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called 222. It's out today. Give it up for the one and only Jwalt.
Hey!
Man, we're gonna open up these phone lines, citizens. You've been growing with this young man since he first came on the show. 888-742-3345. Jwalt, how you feeling, baby? It's Jwalt.
Man, I'm good, man. Feels good to be back, man. I know, we're not in the studio, but, it's dope to be here virtually, over the phone. So definitely feels good to be here, man. I'm excited that my project's out, 222. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I'm excited just to start pushing it and everything. So thank y'all so much for having me, man. It's always an honor.
Wow.
This guy, he's straight to business after B. You hear him?
I know, and his voice, like, it just cracks me up. But my heart is filled with joy and pride. First and foremost, shout out to your mom and your dad and your brother. Love to your family, your grandparents. Just a beautiful family that you have. I want to show love and respect to them first and foremost because that's your foundation as far as I'm concerned. They welcomed us, Sway and I, when we were out in the Bay once, into their home and just showed us love. And so love to your parents and your grandparents. And for you, I just feel proud. I mean, we remember you coming up seriously as you still young, but I'm talking about as a youngin'. With your group.
13, 12, something
right.
like that.
Wow.
And watching your voice squeak and hearing it squeak and hearing you get adjusted to the mic and flip-flop with the headphones and stuff. And I get your text messages and I'm always just like, okay, even in this crazy world, in some pockets of the world is okay because it's the good people that's making it. And you one of the good ones. And when we get those little confirmation right there, it's just always that note like, okay, good. At least something is still going right in this world. And so I'm proud of you. And that's what I want to. I ain't got to listen to nothing. I ain't got to say whatever. I'm just so proud of you because we knew that you were gonna make it. Like you gonna make it, and it's more for you to get out there too. Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Much love always.
Go ahead and cry, Jwalt.
Right, grown men shed tears.
It's just
thank you.
Youngin'. He was a youngin', man.
12 or 13, and was doing it big even then. And
he a college student now, NYU.
NYU, man. We out here in New York.
Yo, we did a video release party for you here in New York, right?
Yep, we did. Yep, last May, I believe.
Was that last May? May 10th, right?
Yeah, May 10th.
And here's the thing, citizens, first of all, folks always say, well, what's new? What's going on with music? And this is one of those opportunities, like whether you know who Jwalt is or not, citizens call up 888-742-3345 because this is an artist that you help to build notoriety. What I like about Jwalt, HB, and Tracy is, what was the video?
The Taken.
The Taken. And so Jwalt wanted to do a video for The Taken, and his father, by the way, shout out to his father, man, who's also his attorney, and
man,
that's a hookup.
Sitting on his shoulder like an eagle, making sure making sure that everything goes right, but. Remember we were talking with Jwalt, and it was like, yo, if this is something you want to do, it's time for you to take matters into your own hands, and you were able to acquire a team. Talk about that experience of just really bossing up and taking that leadership role, and how gratifying is that for you as an independent artist? What was that process like?
Yeah, it was really dope, man. I really cause I dropped the song probably in January. And, the song started to, just go up, started to do its thing, organically, just started to be, one of my top songs. And, ESPN picked it up, started playing it. So, a lot of, it just started just, really getting buzz and everything. So then we were like, man, we should do a video. You know what I'm saying? So, I met with my roommate. Shout out to my roommate Xavier. Man, he's also an actor and a producer at NYU. We kind of just collabed together with one of my other homies, and we just like, yo, like let's start, plotting and trying to figure out what we trying to do. So we kind of sat down. I mapped out like what I wanted to do, what I was looking for, and what I wanted to, capture in this video. And also now being in New York and this being like my first video I shot in New York. So I started plotting out. I had a couple of like meetings with a couple of like different directors like at NYU and around the city. Then one of my homies, who I actually met, who actually DM'd me off of my after coming up to the show on Sway in the morning, probably like 2 years ago after I did the Friday Fire Cypher with TR3 and Nico Brim. He hit me. He was like, yo, like whenever you're out in New York, like I would love to do a video for you. So like I like circled back with him. I was out here. He was down. Shout out to Kizza. You know what I'm saying? And we just started building from there. I got all the, the stylists are from NYU. Then we just kind of created like a whole team. And from there, it probably took us like 2 weeks to really try to plan out what we wanted to do. And we shot that in like 4 or 5 days. And we shot in different scenes. So we shot, in Queensbridge. We shot, in front of Washington Square Park, in front of the Arc. We had a little studio shot. We brought homies out. Like, it was a whole just like good vibe, and it was dope to see like my vision come to life. Like I was able to sit down and say what I wanted to do, and then it came to life. So when I had the video release party, seeing that and like seeing my vision that was started on paper out into the the world and on screen, it was definitely like a unreal feeling.
Wow, man. Mm-hmm. He did all that as a freshman in college.
Right.
So look at you.
Yes, indeed.
Listen, but it also shows like how much, Jay, and I'm so happy to hear you, my guy, how much like college as an artist can lead to great networking opportunities. A lot of times people be like, oh, I don't have connections. And they're thinking like, damn, I don't know someone like Sway. I don't have him on speed dial, whatever. Yeah. And you're thinking of only connecting like vertically versus horizontally. You know what I'm saying? Like a school like NYU. Sure, everyone in NYU or in New York City in general is a creative to a degree. So shout out to you to really utilizing the resources that are around you. And I'm wondering, like, now, what would you say to someone who feels like, nah, I'm not trying to do college. Like, I don't need college. You know what I mean? Like, speak even more. Remind us about what your major is and how that major is contributing to you as an artist and to you as a man.
Yeah, so I'm at NYU for recording music. I'm in the Clive Davis Institute of Recording Music, and so I'm out here just still steady trying to build up my craft. Like I took music theory classes. I'm taking engineering and a whole bunch of songwriting classes, a whole bunch of different classes, music business. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of different like classes that like it's still helping me like build up my career and everything. So, like, definitely college is definitely, like, useful. It was definitely, like, there was a time where, I was really, like, damn, like, kind of debating, I guess. Like, I didn't know if I was, like, capable of it. Then, like, when I found, like, NYU and found, like, I could go to school for what I loved, I was like, okay, like, this is definitely what I want to do, especially because, like, coming out to New York was always, like, a dream of mine since a kid. So, once I found, like, the school like NYU, it was perfect. You know what I'm saying? So then, like, I'm in the TISH, I'm in the arts department at NYU. So, like, there's all creatives around you, kind of like you said, like, in New York and on campus. So, like, it definitely is useful because, like, you're on a campus with people your age who, like, also have the same interests. So, like, everyone's down to work. And that's something that I found, like, automatically, like, when I came out here. Like, people were down to work. People were down to create, whether if it was music or just, like, music videos or like styling or photography. Like everyone's just so eager and down to work. So like, at least from my experience, like coming to college, like it's just like I was able to build like a bigger team out here, and a bigger like people who are like down to help me and I'm down to help them. So it's more just like a community thing. So I definitely do recommend college or people who are debating there, like, man, like I don't know if I should go. Like at least for me, like it definitely was useful, and I'm happy that like I decided to go and pursue that.
Jwalt, man. Jwalt, citizens. 888-742-3345. You can follow him on Instagram at official Jwalt. WALT. Official Jwalt.
Official Jwalt.
So this project is definitely an evolution from your last project in many ways, lyrically and
Yeah,
sonically. The name of
yeah,
the EP is 222. What's the significance of that?
yeah. So I named it 222 for many reasons. So it's crazy. I finished all the songs, and I was on my way to have a meeting in LA with my A&R at Create Music Group, and I was like in the car trying to figure out like what is the name. I was still trying to figure it out. Then I really sat down. I was like, man, like each song on the project talks about my experience of like this my new life in New York, or like my like going back and forth from the Bay. So each two stands for something. So like the first two, I'm bi-coastal, you know what I'm saying? So back from New York and the Bay, you know what I'm saying? The second two, this is my sophomore year, this is my second year in New York. And the third two is like, I'm a twin, you know what I'm saying? I'm the second twin. So like two's like has a lot of stuff to do with my life. And then like I started seeing two all around, which was crazy too. So like two like was definitely like a significant number, at least for me in this project. And like even though like not everything on the project talks about like me going back and forth, like there's that's like the significance of it. So whether like I'm talking about a long distance relationship, or I'm talking about like me having to slow it down because I was like New York started to be a lot for me, or like blessed, which is just like I'm blessed to be able to be out here, you know what I'm saying, be in New York, so that's really what it is about, 222. Just talk about like this is my my second project,
Okay.
two cities and everything. So yeah,
Yes.
It's half
like
of 444.
I get it. 222. I get it. And his name is J
yeah.
Walt. J Walt. Y'all see that? Damn.
You
Wow.
feel me?
Okay. And listen, he's gonna have in Times Square today and tomorrow, 2 days. You're gonna have a billboard up in Times Square to celebrate your EP,
Wow.
right?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
J Walt got a billboard in Times Square, citizens. Come on,
Love
man.
it.
Quit playing.
Yo, hey, come on.
Down to the universe, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. So today, if you're in Times Square area around 4 p.m., Jay Walt will be there taking a view.
Yeah.
Man, for you to come from Oakland, for us, we're from Oakland, and, New York
Yeah.
always seemed like a lifetime away. Times Square is the Big
Yeah.
Apple. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Man, the
Crazy.
same people, Madonna done been on that billboard. Jay-Z's done been on that billboard. The biggest names in the business have been on that billboard. So congratulations to you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Shout out to Creative Theory. That's you and your dad's company. And so, Jay
Yeah.
Walt, you mentioned the distribution company that you're working with. Talk about that.
Yeah. I recently signed a distribution and publishing deal with Create Music Group. They're based out of LA, working with a lot of dope people. I know Migos does publishing with them. Trippie Redd, J Lo, like a lot of like dope artists. I know Torey Lanez just signed a deal with them. He left his major and signed with Create Music. So a lot of dope artists are with them. And yeah, so I've had like a lot of different labels and people reached out to me. And when Create Music reached out, and we had the meetings and everything, one of the biggest things they were talking about was like, yo, like I want, like, you're the main focus, like you're the artist and we're just here to like help you and like build you up. So like it's definitely like 50-50, and like I want you to like be you, and like that was just the main thing, like you focus on your art and we'll worry about everything else. So like it was like when the situation came out, it was definitely like it worked out. And yeah, so I'm really happy to be with them. This is my first project with them. So yeah, shout out to Create Music Group, shout out to my A&R CN, you know what I'm saying, holding it down. So much love to them for real.
Jay Walt is here. 222 is out today. I'm lucky enough to be an EP on this project along with his dad. Okay, town business. We stand up for our own.
Come on.
Jay Walt, are you purposely talking in that deep voice, or that's where your voice is now?
No, man. What's that,
Why you
man?
trying to play my
Okay,
man?
I just wanted to, it's been a second since I
It's
talked
just a
to
lot dealing with you.
Y'all seen the evolution, man, from when I was, had a little squeaky voice, man, so definitely is a trick.
Jay, was there any point working with Sway where you had to disagree with him?
Has there been? I mean, I don't think so, man. Every time like he puts in his his thoughts and everything, I definitely take it in. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like understand. And sometimes it's like, damn, like I wish I could do this or do that way, but like it's always like it always makes sense in the end. Like working with him and my pops, you know what I'm saying? They always see the vision. They always have like a good plan at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's Jwalt. It's a challenge to be 19, a sophomore in college. Take something that was once a hobby, but now, man, you in the business now, man. You up against Lil TJ, you up against Baby Keem, you up against NBA Young Boy. Are you seeing yourself on that level now? This isn't just a hobby, right?
Yeah, no, most definitely. It's definitely like sometimes surreal, man. Like especially back home, walking around, people recognizing me, and then like now out here too. Like of course, like on campus, people recognizing me, but then like I was walking around just New York off campus, and people coming up to me and like showing love and like noticing me. So that's definitely like a trip, and it's definitely like surreal and everything. But this is what I wanted to do since a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like me being able to like step into this and finally like really start living my dream, it definitely it feels like a dream come true, man. So it is dope to like, be in the same, field as some of my favorite artists, and, like you said, the Lil TJs, Baby King, shout out to them. So like definitely is dope to like, be in that same field and like see myself with them,
Okay, man, this is Jwalt, man. You guys want to say anything to him, 888-742-3345. We got the Honey Jones that's going to come up momentarily in a few minutes, but right now I'm going to play this song. It's featuring a guy by the name of Ian Kelly. He's from Oakland as well. And you introduced me to Ian Kelly, and I think the two of you, along with Rex Life,
Rex Life,
yeah, Aoki Jr. along. It's a lot of young artists that are coming up that are taking the Bay into the future, into the next level. This song is called "Slow It Down." I think it's a great showcase of your skills. Jwalt has evolved. How did you meet Ian Kelly, and what's the concept behind the song?
Yeah, so a lot of like the lyricists in Oakland like really know each other. So like we always connected. We always liked each other's work. And Ian was always like, man, we gotta work, man. We gotta work. And I remember one time like he just hit me. He's like, yo, bro, like send me a song, bro. Send me a record, man. Let's do something. So I sent him the beat. Who his name's Versus. He's in NYU too. Shout out to him. He produced it. But I sent him the record, and I started writing. So like I actually started writing that when I was on quarantine. Last year. And it was kind of just me kind of talking about, like, man, I got to slow it down, man. Like, I'm in New York, man. I feel like I didn't have a time to really just, like, focus and really just kind of take everything in. So, like, really slowing it down. It's kind of just talking about, like, me, like, trying to find balance between, like, college and music, and then, like, me and this new life in New York and everything, and me just sometimes having to take it down, like, take it in and slow it down a little bit. So, I sent that record over to Ian Kelly. He sent it back right away. And it's on the project. It's on 222. So
here it is.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Jwalt.
Slow it down.
Jwalt, ladies and gentlemen, slow it down. Slow it down. Haven't heard his new voice. There it is, right there, Jwalt. The new EP 222 featuring Ian Kelly. You feeling that, Tracy?
Absolutely, man. It feels like, Jay, you really are understanding who you are. Like that sense of confidence and self-awareness is really there. And I think it also brings a lot of optimism to me, and I'm sure as you'll hear from the citizens, because a lot of folks don't believe in like the youth carrying the hip hop torch to a positive place, and it just does not feel at all, Jay, that you are seduced by any trends, and that's also not to say that you sound boring. But you just sound really self-assured. Were you ever, like, tempted to jump into a trend of any sort? Did you ever find yourself doing that and have to stop yourself and reroute?
Yeah, actually, like, there was definitely times when I was like, before I really, like, started getting, like, a good fan base and people really liking my stuff, I was so strictly just, like, I knew what I wanted to put out, and I knew the type of music I really wanted to do. But I was like, damn, like, should I start making this type of music because I know the other people are gonna listen to it more, and I definitely was having like conflicts with myself and everything. And then, you know, I started having conversations with like people like Davi Diggs. He's like, yo, bro, like, just be you, man. Like, people are gonna love it. And like Logic, shout out to Logic. I had a good conversation with him. He's like, yo, man, like, you're what you're doing is rare to see. Like, someone your age, like, doing this is pure hip hop. Like, lyricists, like, keep on doing it, and people gonna follow. So like, having conversations with people like them, definitely just made me, it was like, okay, like, I'm on the right path. I'm gonna keep on doing me, and people are gonna follow and gonna hear, and that's just, you know, that's what happens. So definitely just trying to stay true to myself has been like the biggest thing.
Amen.
Amen. The EP is 222. The name is Jwalt, official Jwalt on Instagram.
Yeah.
JWALT. Who we got on the line? Aoki Jr. from Oakland. What up, Aoki?
My family, what's good?
What's poppin'?
What's good, Sway? What's good, man? What's good, Jwalt? What's good, Heather B? What's good, everybody?
What up,
Hey,
family?
hey.
Hey, I just wanted to call, show my support to Jwalt, bro. I'm so proud of you, dog. Like, keep working, keep grinding, man. Like, you inspire me, man. I'll be watching you. I've seen your growth, and just stay true to yourself, man. Like, just continue doing what you're doing, bro, because you making Oakland look good for real.
Man, that's love, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Man,
All right,
thank you for
we gotta
calling
link
in.
up, man. We gotta drop some more records too, man. I gotta sing you some.
Do it, man. You ready?
Come on, y'all looking for an EP? Let me know. All right?
Go.
Definitely. We do a collabo project. Oki, love you, brother. Thanks for calling in.
I
All
love
right.
you too.
All right, peace. Big Juice in Toronto. You want to comment?
Big Juice.
Hey, yes. What up, Sway? What up, Tracy, Heather B, Jwalt?
Hey,
Grand Risings.
Good.
Hey.
Hey. So I got 2 points. First off, Jwalt, I never heard your music before today, but I'm definitely going to dig in the whole catalog. And you caught me with the whole topic of education. And I'm so happy to hear you bring this topic of education and getting a formal education for this music business. I mean, it's so important. It's so important. And my second part is, what do you think the benefits of your education are? Right? Like, everybody wants to learn off of YouTube. I got a bunch of kids sending me music off of, their YouTube engineering skills. What are the main benefits that you can speak of that you've learned in school versus going it your own way in the YouTube way? That's what I'd love to know.
Yeah, no, great question. And also thank you. I'm saying thank you for your support and everything. But definitely, I would say 2 things. Definitely like with the workload. You know what I'm saying that I've been getting, and like definitely having to like have time management and everything. That's something that I feel like I've taken in, and that's gonna help me with like when I'm at college and really like all in and focusing on on my music and everything. That's something that's huge that I've taken in, time management and learning how to balance stuff and focus. You know what I'm saying? Because just like with music, man, you're gonna have these interviews, and you got to do shows, then you got to go to the studio. So learning how to really time manage is key as an artist, and that's something that I've been able to learn in school and college, and also learning the business, man, learning music business. I feel like that's something that a lot of artists should know and need to know. You know what I'm saying? So me being able to have this education and really learn in business classes and learn about the music business, that's something that I've really been able to really learn and take in. And I'm grateful for it, because I know a lot of artists haven't taken music business classes. So that's something that I've really been able to take out of my education.
Great question, Big Juice. You're a citizen, brother. We appreciate you, Big
morning.
Juice.
Woo woo.
Okay, I'm going to take one more call. Dr. Dolores Thompson. This ain't Dr. Dolores Thompson from the broadcast industry, is it?
Yeah.
This is. How you doing?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Hello. How you doing, legend?
What's happening, family? I'm a legend. Whoa, I'm a legend. How you doing this morning?
Take that title. Go ahead, Dr. Dolores Thompson. Welcome to the show. Grand Risings. Doing really well.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, I just wanted to call in, as a teacher from Oakland School for the Arts.
Yeah.
Jwalt, we are so proud of you. Always have been. Jwalt is one of those young men that he's such a down brother. You wanted to meet his parents. Who did you come from? So I was excited to meet his parents because not only him, but his younger brother, the way they carry themselves, the way they respect, the way they show love. I just knew he was going to win. You know, he's somebody that's set up to win. That's his destiny. So I just wanted to call in and let you know that Oakland School for the Arts is behind you all the way. We love you, and we're covering you with our prayers, and go win for all of us, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Much love always. I appreciate
Dr.
it.
Thompson. And thank you for your commitment to the community. I know who you are, Dr. Thompson. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. All right?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Much love, fam.
Much love. Much love. Hey, listen, Quentin in Chicago want to say something. Quentin, what you want to say? Grand Risings.
Yo, I just want to, first of all, good morning, Sway,
Grand
Heather
Risings.
B.
What up?
Heather B, it's your boy that's into the cookies.
Oh,
but I just
wow.
wanted to,
Okay, those cookies.
I just wanted to show him mad love. 19, in school, juggling a career, and he sounds good. That beat came on when I hit my Shazam. Like, I've never heard of him before, but I'm definitely a fan now, and I'm going to support.
There you go. The new EP is out right now, right, Jwalt?
Oh, no. All platforms. 332. Those friendly. Thank you so much.
Quentin, you a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
Hold up, man. Let me bring my brother up, man. He a hip-hop head. I want to get his perspective on this. I know he heard the song, man. You know, some of you may know him as a Giant. You know, that's how he was drafted into the NFL. You may know him as an Eagle, a Cincinnati Bengal. But I know him for the work that he does in the community as a cyclist as well, and as a person I used to hang out with a lot on the streets, HB. We got Dhani Jones on the line. Dhani Jones.
Hey, what's poppin'? What's poppin'?
I appreciate you having me, and I'm listening to some. You know what? I need some new EPs in my life. I need some more music.
Man,
I was listening. I was like, I never heard of Jwalt, and now you just put him on. That's amazing. 19 years old, and he goes to the Tisch School, which is fantastic. I love that. Just crossing barriers and at the same time, driving your education, driving your music, working in the community. Now he's got a fan in me. I'm one of the old heads, we're probably the old head generation, but we need to see those young people bring those good stories of their life and how they've transformed and how they've worked with other people into multiple industries. And so we continue in the entertainment space, and that's fantastic that Justin Carter Walton is doing that. Jwalt. That's not the full name. You see that?
You did.
Yo, it's different out here. Yo, smart dudes recognize smart dudes. Like, that's just what it is.
Facts.
That's what it is.
That's that smart guy gang right there.
Well, I brought Dhani on because you were talking about juggling time and being in a new space and all of these different barriers that you had to find your way over, around, or underneath just to move forward. And he has a great series he's doing called Beyond the Barriers. And it also made, and we'll talk about that momentarily, but it made me think about, one of the things you mentioned was your relationship. And if I may, because you have a song called Time Between on your album, which I think, on your EP, which I think is really great and is very honest. And this is what a lot of young folks deal with sometimes when you're in a relationship and you juggling your ambition, and then you got the expectation from your parents, and then you got your own expectations that you put on yourself. It could be hard on a relationship. Writing about this, did you find it therapeutic?
Yeah, no, 100%. Because it definitely was therapeutic, and it was definitely really organic, man. Just working on that record, I was actually leaving a session from working on the Taken, and I ran into the producer of it, and he was like, "Yo, you trying to cook up some?" I was in the studios at my school, and we were like, "Yeah," and we were both, in a long distance relationship. His was going really well, mine was iffy, at the time, but he just started producing. I just started writing. I wrote it really, really quick. It was something that I was holding on to for a while. So being able just to tell my story and really talk about what I was going through at that moment and during that time was very therapeutic and definitely left off a good feeling. I was like, damn, I was finally able to get it off.
I think it's definitive for you too. in terms of who you become. Tracy said it sounds like you are confident now. We all hear the growth in your music from day one to now, and then the honesty in it is what really made me excited about this project. How honest you're being. I know the stories. You know, I've been on the FaceTime for hours with you, you know. And so I know the story. Jwalt, listen, Jwalt will be in Times Square today at 4 p.m. He has his billboard that's going to be in Times Square. The kid got a billboard in Times Square already. And
I hope you got your face on there too, Sway. You know, just kind of like a little cameo in the background, Jwalt. Come on, hook Sway up. You got to do that for us.
Come on, man, Jwalt. I need some light, man. You know, I'm an EP. I can't get a look.
Hey, man. we gonna work that out, man.
Nah, I'm good. Hey,
Sway, you better show up. Sway, you better show up.
I'm gonna show up eventually. Hey, but we're gonna close with Time Between. And Jwalt, really proud of you. Can't wait to see the movement. Can't wait to see you again. We'll see each other in the next day or two. Get up to Ebro. Go talk to Ebro. He's one of us. All right?
Yeah, let's do it. I want to say Sway, Tracy, Heather B, man, thank y'all so much for rocking with me from the start. Y'all really was there, you know, from the beginning, really see my growth. So definitely, like, it's an honor coming back up here and being able to talk to y'all, you know, about my journey and what I'm on now. So thank you guys so much. Always love.
Absolutely. Jwalt.
Same here.
And to the citizens, Dhani Jones is up next. And if you ever face barriers in your pursuit of happiness or in your career or in your family or whatever barriers have been presented to you in your life and you had to fight through them, he has a series called Beyond the Barriers. And it's a really introspective series diving into people's personal experiences on their journey. All of us can relate to that. I'm going to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. If you had to face barriers in life, call us. This is Time Between by Jwalt.